Have you ever wished you had a super smart assistant who could do all the hard work for you? Well, thanks to AI like ChatGPT, that dream has pretty much come true. Need a quick answer to a complex question? Done. Want a full essay written in minutes? No problem. But here's the real question. Is using ChatGPT making us smarter or secretly turning us into lazy thinkers? It sounds like a dream come true. No more late-night cramming sessions or hours of research. But are we at risk of relying too much on AI? Could it actually be holding us back by making us too dependent? In today's video, we'll explore both sides of the argument. Is ChatGPT a tool to boost our intelligence, or is it turning us into passive, button-clicking zombies? Let's find out. Let's start with the bright side. ChatGPT can make us more productive and efficient. Think about it. How many times have you wasted hours on Google trying to find the right information? With GPT, you can ask one question and get an instant, well-organized response. It saves time, reduces stress, and helps you stay focused on what matters most. For students, it can explain complex topics in simple terms. For professionals, it's like having a brainstorming partner who's always ready with ideas. But the real power of GPT isn't just in providing information, it's how it helps you refine your thoughts. Imagine you're stuck on a writing project. You ask ChatGPT for suggestions, and suddenly you have multiple options to spark your creativity. It's not giving you all the answers, it's giving you a starting point to build upon, and that can help sharpen your critical thinking skills. However, there's a danger in over-reliance. If you let GPT do all the work, you might stop challenging yourself to think deeply. Why bother learning new skills or researching when AI can handle everything for you? It's like using a calculator for basic math. You might solve problems faster, but eventually you forget how to do them on your own. So how do we strike a balance? Use GPT as a tool to accelerate learning, not as a replacement for effort. Let it guide you, but don't let it take control of your brain power. What about you? Do you feel like GPT has helped or hindered your ability to learn and think critically? I'd love to hear your experiences. Now, let's take a closer look at the other side of the argument. Could ChatGPT be making us dependent and lazy thinkers? It's a fair concern. When answers are just a few keystrokes away, it's tempting to rely on AI for everything instead of thinking things through ourselves. You need a solution to a problem? GPT provides one instantly. But what happens when you stop engaging with the process of discovery and problem solving? Take this scenario. You're asked a tough question at work or school. Instead of analyzing the problem, you immediately turn to GPT for the answer. Sure, you get a quick response, but you haven't exercised your own critical thinking. Over time, this habit could lead to a shortcut mentality where you become less skilled at problem solving, reasoning, and independent learning. There's also the risk of losing patience for deeper exploration. Instead of diving into multiple sources, cross-referencing facts, or forming your own conclusions, you might settle for whatever the AI tells you. This can create a dangerous reliance where we trust AI answers without question, even when they might be inaccurate or biased. However, not all hope is lost. Being aware of these risks is the first step. The key is active engagement. Don't just accept GPT's answers at face value. Ask follow-up questions, verify facts, and challenge yourself to think critically. AI should enhance your ability to learn, not replace it. What do you think? Have you ever caught yourself leaning too hard on AI for answers? Or do you think it's just another tool that requires smart usage? Let's hear your thoughts. Here's where things get even trickier. What about creativity and original thinking? Many argue that overusing AI like ChatGPT can hinder our ability to come up with fresh, original ideas. Think about it. If you always rely on AI-generated suggestions, you might start limiting your creative instincts. You become a consumer of ideas rather than a creator. For example, let's say you're working on a project and you ask GPT for creative ideas. It gives you a list of suggestions that seem great at first. But if you simply pick one and run with it, you might miss out on the opportunity to brainstorm something truly unique. AI can't replicate the random bursts of inspiration or life experiences that fuel human creativity. There's also the issue of conformity. Since GPT's responses are based on patterns found in existing data, its ideas often follow common trends and perspectives. If everyone starts using AI for creative projects, will we end up with a world full of similar formulaic content? It's a real possibility unless we actively push ourselves to think outside the box. That said, AI can still play a supportive role in the creative process. Use it to generate rough drafts, spark new ideas, or provide perspectives you hadn't considered. But don't let it do all the thinking for you. True creativity requires experimentation, risk-taking, and sometimes failure, things AI can't fully experience. So the question remains, can AI fuel creativity without stifling it? It all depends on how we use the tool. What's your take? Does GPT inspire your creativity or hold it back? Let me know. So, what's the verdict? Is ChatGPT making us smarter or turning us into lazy thinkers? Well, it's not a black and white answer. On one hand, AI helps us save time, boosts productivity, and opens up new learning opportunities. It's a powerful tool that, when used correctly, can enhance both creativity and problem solving. On the other hand, there's a real risk of dependency. If we rely on GPT for every task without questioning or engaging with the process, we may lose our ability to think critically and creatively. The key is balance, using AI as a support system, not as a replacement for our brain power. Think of ChatGPT like a calculator. It's amazing at speeding up tasks, but can't teach you math fundamentals. Similarly, GPT can give you great ideas and quick answers, but real growth comes from challenging yourself to understand and apply that knowledge. If you've ever struggled with over-relying on AI or found ways to use it productively, I'd love to hear your stories. Drop a comment below and let me know how AI has impacted your learning or creativity. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.